All right, cool. I can tell you stories about kids who, who go home and go home from school one day and there's an eviction notice on the door and they have no idea that, they had no idea that was coming. My name is Justin and I'm a youth empowerment counselor. 24 hours a day, kids come to this program and can come to this door and get free counseling, housing, shelter, whatever their crisis dictates. So I'm gonna show you around and kind of explain as we go. Is that all right? This is like the main area where the kids hang out during the day. Right now they're on a field trip. A lot of kids, even though they're poor, they don't see themselves as poor, But lately, yeah, we're talking more about poverty. But this back here is one of our emergency beds. Our emergency services program where we focus on family reunification. Our reunification rate is 70%. If you look in the youth empowerment program, the majority of the kids right now in our program are not living at home, and they're just not. They're not being family reunified due to ongoing crisis related mostly to poverty. A lot of the kids that I work with, they're not at home just because they can't go home because there is no home, or there's too many people at home and home isn't, hospitable. Last year, there's more of an independent living track, meaning they're looking at getting their own apartments, looking at getting into transitional living programs and whatnot. This year, they're not getting into those programs. I think that's a big difference. This is what's called the log room, and the violent behavior that I'm seeing is like, that's kind of new for me. In 4 years, I haven't seen a whole lot of that. And so, with some of the young men I work with, a rise in more involvement in shootings and, and stuff like that, robberies. I think kids are getting more desperate. Nicest kids, like I said, some of the nicest kids I know, in situations where they're thinking about robbing somebody because they're hungry, and with the economy going the way it is, people are, have. So these kids have to make, more tough choices because there's less for them. It changes my work a lot because if the kids are usually what I do, I try to work with the resources that people already have, work with the strengths that people already have, and the less that they have, the less I have to work with. And because I can refer them to other places, but those places are being full as well. So then right now I'm in a situation where it's like a lot of the kids, they just come here because there's nowhere else to go. Do people see it? I really don't think so. And no one's really talking about how it's gonna affect, the poor and whatnot. The most you'll hear is, 47 million people without health insurance. Those are our kids, I would just say that, that this economy issue, I mean, it's a big issue. And, we can watch presidents debate and talk about their plans for it. We can, talk about, relief for Wall Street and relief for Main Street. I think my biggest frustration around the whole issue is just that, who's looking out for the kids on the street, We're gonna just watch a whole nother generation of homeless folk, grow up. And that's a problem, So I don't know, I guess that's really all I got.